I being arrested?
Yeah, I'm being arrested now. Stop.
Really? This is my first time ever being arrested.
It is the Lego controversy that is blowing up online. Allegations of theft, allegations of trespassing, allegations of harassment. Tell you what, we now have police body cam footage that is telling a lot of different sides of this story, and we're going to do our best to try to make sense of it right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. You know, as I was recording this episode, I looked at the data. I was like, oh my gosh, Father's Day is around the corner. Where did the time go? Well, I'll tell you what. If you're looking for what is the perfect gift out there for all the dads, meet the Chef IQ Sense Smart Meat Thermometer. This is the secret to stress-free restaurant-level cooking. Whether you're a seasoned grill master, maybe you're just trying to throw some steaks on for this summer, the Smart Thermometer is a game changer because there's no more overcooking. There's no more, I think this might be done. No. Chef IQ tells you exactly when your meat is ready every step of the way. Just insert the wireless probe, you select your preferences, you hang out, you relax, you wait for the app alerts without even having to hover over the grill. It also works with ovens and smokers and stovetops and air fryers, and for every protein, prime rib, wings, salmon. Seriously, this Father's Day, it's time to raise the stakes. No pun intended, and cook with confidence. Use code SIDEBAR for 40% off site-wide at chefiq.com. This story has a lot of people talking online. It has a lot of emotions to it. It has a lot of people trying to find out the answers of what happened. And people have been asking for coverage on this case, so we decided, why don't we do it? So, you got this YouTuber, Benjamin Schneider. Apparently goes by the name Reckless Ben on YouTuber and has a channel of nearly 1 million subscribers. He does investigative documentary-like content where he goes undercover, exposes schemes, things like that. Now, in his latest investigation, he really gets into this story about a guy in Oregon whose family had a $200,000 Lego collection. And the collection ends up at this bricks and minifigs store under a specific agreement where the store would sell these Legos, keep a cut, give the original owner the rest. According to Ben, one day this collection just gone. And there's no money, there's no Legos, the family seems to claim that they got robbed, so Ben is investigating. And he helps the owner of this collection sue the corporate owners of bricks and minifigs, and they apparently win. But according to Ben, the corporate owners, to avoid paying the judgment, they close the Oregon store. Now, Ben tells police that he filed a new lawsuit, this time against the owners personally. Those owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, live in Utah. So Ben decided to fly out there, and that is when everything goes sideways and is caught on police body cam.
Am I being arrested?
Yeah, I'm being arrested now. Stop.
Really? This is my first time ever being arrested.
So that was apparently March 10th. Ben gets arrested. You have this newly released body cam footage that we're going to show you where you can see exactly what police claim happened. And we're going to take a look at this because there's been a claim that the police were protecting the people that Ben has accused of wrongdoing. The other way of looking at it is whether Ben himself crossed the legal line. And by the way, talking about the line, so the bricks and minifigs, the corporate franchisor, the franchisee, the executives, apparently filed a lawsuit against Schneider and also the man who claims that this store stole his Lego collection. They claim that the defendants created online content to, quote, defraud, manipulate, threaten, trespass, extort, injure, and damage them. Now, here's the thing. Ben hasn't really stayed quiet about it because after the body cam was released, Ben posted his own response video, and he seems to suggest that what the police released may not actually tell the full story.
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth?
So to figure out who's right, or if anyone is, we got to go back to the very important piece in this timeline that got us to that arrest. We go to March 8th, 2026, 2 days before what we just saw there. Joshua Johnson calls American Fork PD. And he says that a suspicious person just showed up at his house. The person's apparently wearing a baseball cap with a UPS logo taped onto it, and he left a package. Inside that package, reportedly, rubber ducks. Johnson tells the dispatcher that he thinks it's Ben Schneider. And he says that there's a civil case in Oregon. He believes Ben is sending people to his home to harass him. And according to the police report, while an officer is still on the phone with Johnson, Johnson says that 2 females just got out of a car and are walking toward his property, and a male driver apparently staying in the vehicle. So officers respond. They apparently find the driver, and his name is reportedly Benjamin Adams. So not the YouTuber. We're talking about a different Benjamin. But Adams apparently, or reportedly, tells police that he's there to pick up a friend for a date. And then he seems to change his story.
How you doing today, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Good. I'm Ben, by the way.
What's that?
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, not the, like...
You're
the
not
original
Reckless Ben?
No, I'm just another Ben that actually lives in Utah. Yeah, so I'm not the Ben. But...
Are you okay if I photograph these?
Yeah, go for it. Would you guys, I guess, like to hear my, like, what I'm just doing here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, sorry for, like, I guess, like... I explore abandoned places, so with cops, I do have, like, some trespassing charges in the past. So it's...
Sounds like it. You guys are going on people's property and messing with them, so
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me.
My I guess whole position in this whole thing is really just filming. So the YouTuber he came in last night. He flew in from I think LA or something like that. He just posted on his Instagram, "Hey, if anyone's in Utah, I'm filming a video." He didn't go in.
Can you go back to the photo or to the video?
Do you get paid or something for this, or what?
Yeah, I get paid. I film for different creators around Utah. This just happened to come up as an opportunity for me to just make some extra money.
So you're exchanging a criminal record for money?
I didn't. What does that mean?
Well, but like you're
getting charged.
You're getting charged for like trespassing and stuff for money. It's not really.
Well, I
good.
never entered onto the.
I'm not. You just said you have multiple trespassing charges, right?
Just with abandoned plate. Like I go to abandoned
Right.
places,
So
but I don't do that anymore.
you're filming for money for that. That's a bad idea, is what I'm saying.
Oh yes, I've stopped doing that. It's just that used to be my past.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So again, that was Benjamin Adams, the driver, and police say he was trespassed, he was told not to return, but at almost the same time, another officer spots this dark car. And according to the officer, it failed to come to a complete stop at a stop sign, and the officer pulls it over.
What's up, my man?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Richardson with American Fork Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't come to a complete stop at it.
I didn't?
No,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. Do you have a driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
Appreciate you. Those boxing gloves?
Yeah, so we got like a purge mask. We got a bunch of camera equipment. We film YouTube videos. So.
Oh, dope, sweet.
Yeah.
Is this going on YouTube then?
Yeah.
Shout out YouTube, dude.
Hey.
We sneak into cults and we
You heard of Scientology?
Yeah.
We joined Scientology for I joined it for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know how
That's
long.
freaky.
You were,
Why'd you do
Yeah.
that, dude?
We joined one called the 12 Tribes where they're going to do like a suicide soon, so we like tried to stop the group suicide.
How are you getting into this crap?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just Google
People
cults
just-
near me,
that's
and they
wild.
pop up,
That's crazy.
and we just go join the cults and get secret footage of it, and it's pretty cool.
That's wild.
Go for it.
Trying to think. What,
Crazy.
you ever heard of Pastafarians?
Oh, yeah.
You have? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know the spaghetti thing on their driver's license?
Yeah.
Have you ever pulled someone over and there's a spaghetti cap on their
No, but I have a
driver's
homie.
license?
He
We know
literally
a guy.
has- yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he literally has on his driver's license.
Is your YouTube big?
Not really.
Like, I guess what's big? How many subscribers we talking?
A couple 100,000.
Couple 100,000. My boy's got
A couple 100,000? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Do you have a couple 100,000?
I only got
8,000.
9,000. I started he's been doing it for like 8 years now. So
Oh wow. What's your YouTube?
Yeah, where's your card?
It's called Reckless Ben.
Reckless Ben? Okay.
yeah.
I started off doing slacklining.
Oh yeah.
So you got good balance.
And yeah, I would like set it up in like cool places and stuff. And I do like the double backflips on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like crazy flips and stuff. Yeah, I just do a bunch of like extreme sports, and then that kind of turned into there's like the world's scariest haunted house. And it turns out it's like a cult, I guess.
McKinney
Like that
Man?
runs-
Oh yeah, I've heard of that, dude. I've gone
Yeah.
down the YouTube rabbit hole on that one.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
that's-
I was the first person to ever complete it, and then we took. It turns out the guy has like a torture fetish, so we ended up stealing his company from him. And I was like, I'm
We
gonna
bought
run
the
it for
LLC
him,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And so then we like shut him down, and that way he can't like torture people anymore. Because he was like false advertising. He's like, it's the scariest haunted house, but the haunted house doesn't exist. He just brings them in his backyard and tortures them, and like waterboards them and stuff. So.
And you were the first one to like get out.
Like
Yeah, I went through it,
make
yeah.
a YouTube series on it and
I
everything.
was the first person to make it all the way through without quitting, and then I was like, wait, this thing sucks. Like, this is so. You just like waterboards you all day. Like, this is stupid. And so I was like, I'm gonna take over his business. And so I like found some like legal loophole to take it over.
So that conversation goes on for a while, Ben seemingly explaining his YouTube work and the officer's listing. But then another officer arrives, and he's the one who apparently responded to the original call at Johnson's house, right, about that strange person showing up. And he's already spoken to Benjamin Adams. He's seen the text messages, apparently, and now he wants to talk to Ben.
So who's Ben? Ben, how's Utah?
It's good.
You like it? So here's the thing, right? Is that he called in because people were filming his property. He got a package delivered today, right? And I already spoke to somebody else. He was filming him. I have the footage. I have the text messages, right? Let's let civil problems remain civil, right? And let it just stay in court, okay? So at this point, do you guys have your IDs on you?
I got drivers in my.
He's got my driver's license, right?
Yeah, he'll get it back to you once we're done here. You don't have your ID on you?
No, up to his house. He lives like right around the corner though. Like,
Okay. Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
I have a picture of my ID.
That'd be great. Oh, sorry, I thought there was somebody else in the passenger seat.
Oh, no, there's not. Yeah.
Gotcha.
California, man.
So, he was saying, and the two females that are involved, so, do you have their information? So, because the thing is that everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay. Yeah, we just barely met those people today. So.
Again, that was March 8th. Ben and another person, police say, were trespassed. They were released. Next day, Johnson calls police again because this time a man is at his front door, ringing the bell, knocking, and the man reportedly says he's there to talk to someone you're going to hear him refer to as Brother Johnson. But when officers arrive, they realize this is supposedly some random person that Ben allegedly found online.
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the Harvard Second Ward.
What's the relation?
There's just been some like audio going around like
Someone?
There's been an audio going around with the young men group. If you want, I can play it for you.
Can you say that again slowly? There's a what?
There's an audio going around through our young men's group.
Yeah.
Brother Johnson taking advantage of some people.
Like how so?
So, this guy donates his life savings in Legos to bricks and minifigs. It's like a resale store.
Okay.
I was just coming to discuss that with them. And then on the Ring doorbell, he said he'd be out in a minute, so I've just been waiting for him. I'm up in Mill Creek in Salt Lake.
Okay. And you drove down here? What car is yours?
My car it's not here. I drive a Foreigner, Toyota Foreigner.
So how did you get here?
I drove down here, and then I met up with Ben, like 5-ish minutes away. I think he's at an Airbnb, and then we just drove from here.
Where's he at then?
Honestly, I don't know. Where
He just
at.
left you?
Yeah. I mean, he just asked me to come confront him and get his side of the story on everything, you know.
Gotcha. And what was your plan exactly?
I was just gonna ask him, like, you know, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. And if not, I was gonna confront his bishop about it.
Okay. Okay. And then, so have you been drinking at all today?
So,
Because I smell a little bit off your breath. So.
no, I have not drank this.
At all?
I don't drink, sir.
So what am I smelling then? Okay. All right. You're gonna hang out with this officer then, okay? I'm gonna see what his name is. You said his name is Ben. Or who's this
it's
guy?
Brother Johnson.
Okay. I'm gonna find out what's going on with him. Just hang out with him, okay? What's your friend's last name? Ben.
Ben
Or
Schneider.
Ben Schneider. Okay. So he sent you today, correct? Asked you to be a third-party liaison with him. Okay. So he was trespassed from this residence yesterday. He was using you, third party, to console. That's ending you up in the same trouble that he's in now.
I was unaware. I didn't know he was trespassed.
Probably not best to be a tool for someone else.
Yeah. No, I get it. I really didn't know what I was...
Go ahead. Continue.
I really didn't know like what I was getting into. He's a YouTuber. I've been following him for a while. Slid up on Instagram, said, "Hey, I'm coming to Salt Lake." I just slid up. I said, "I'm a local," and he was like, "Cool. Are you free the week of March 9th?" And they texted me earlier, and I just came down here.
Well, this isn't Salt Lake County. This is Utah County. We do things differently down here. So if I wanted to, I could push things. But I understand you're being used by someone you don't know. He wants you trespassed from the property, which means you cannot return. If you do, you will be arrested for criminal trespassing and booked into the Utah County Jail. Does that make sense?
I understand.
I don't think you want a record.
That man, reportedly identified as Christian Morgan, taken away, released, but as he walks away, officers claim they watch him head straight for this black car parked down the street, and inside, 2 people. Reportedly, one of the people they just got for trespassing earlier, and, yep, according to the reports, Ben Schneider. So later, an officer tracks down Schneider and stops him in his vehicle.
What's your name? Are you Ben? Okay, go ahead and lower this window for me, would you? What's your last name, Ben?
Schneider.
Schneider. Okay. What are we doing, boys?
We're just going for a drive. I actually live in the area.
Okay. I'll ask again, because I wasn't born yesterday. Why are we doing it? Why are we harassing people? Okay. Go ahead and give me your ID. Do you have your ID on you or no? Okay. All right. So.
Do you want to follow us to my house? My house is literally down the street to my right.
So, well, here's the thing, okay? So you were all involved. You were all involved yesterday in an issue at well, you were trespassed from the residence yesterday, correct?
Yeah, but we weren't on the residence or nothing.
I know. You sent someone else.
We didn't send it.
Who sent them then?
I don't know. We did tell we found out what church he lives in. We did say, we told the bishop that one of his church members is committing this like big crime. He's still to be part of the church. And I think they said they might like send someone to like talk to him.
These are the other 2 that were trespassed yesterday, though. Why don't you call him, tell him to come over to the car, because he's not...
We don't have that huge number.
How did he call you guys then?
He didn't call us.
Really, guys? We're gonna play stupid? I know he called you guys. I watched him try to get in your car.
I don't have his number at all.
Okay.
But is there a crime for like a church member to like go up and like ask him?
Well, he's saying you sent him. So it's not a church member going up and asking.
They seem like they wanted to like...
32, go ahead.
They seem like they wanted to like...
Go for it. 16's pulling up to me now.
Okay, listen. Okay? If we want to play stupid, we can play stupid. I'm not. Okay? So I'm going to be straight up with you guys. He was at somebody's house harassing that individual. He got trespassed today. Okay? I watch him try to get in your guys' car, and then he bails. Listen to what I'm saying, though. Then he said, Ben is the one that sent me to... Yeah. Well, like I told you earlier, you're walking a very dangerous line,
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
understand that. Yeah.
Which can get you hemmed up a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
And I don't blame you, right? Neither
Yeah.
would I. If you didn't do anything wrong, I don't want you getting pinned up for stuff that's wrong, right? What I would suggest, I'm not going to push tonight's issue.
I appreciate you.
Okay? I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want. I promise.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in there that since you guys returned, I have to document it. Okay?
We didn't
so stay
go on the
away.
property.
I know.
Okay.
It's a little too convenient that he says you guys sent
because
him.
I live in the neighborhood. I live in the same neighborhood as this guy. I'm driving through it all the time. So if I drive past his house to get to my house, is that incriminating?
Nope. Just if you go on the property.
Okay.
Like I said, that's why you're not being charged and arrested and being booked into jail.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you.
But I'm just saying you're walking a thin line by being even. Don't give this guy ammunition if he's in the wrong.
I understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
And your buddy already told me that you're the one that showed up yesterday in the UPS gear trying to have him sign something. That right there is a federal crime.
I understand that. Yeah.
So if he decides to take a different route with that, you can be liable.
Understood. Yeah.
Because it's on Ring doorbell camera. You don't work for UPS.
Yeah.
But you're wearing a UPS hat and you make him sign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do understand that. Yeah.
It's a federal crime, so we're not going to take action on it. But if he decides to, or the mail office somehow gets rid of it and they report it, it's something coming down the pipe that's going to really jam you up.
Yeah, I apologize.
So don't let him manipulate you to that. Don't let anybody manipulate you. If you're not going to do it on your own, don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Same with like having 30 different people in your car. If you don't know them that well, like Christian.
See, I film content, so it's like it's just people online that like are also filming videos together. So
you don't know what they're into, right? So
yeah, for sure. I don't know anything about these people when they come in my car, so I got to be more careful.
I know you said you've no van, but if you were to pop, you say with Christian in the car and he has some stuff on him, then that also goes on you, right?
Understood.
So I understand that you're trying to film content, you're trying to make a living, do that type of stuff, but maybe vet these guys a little bit better, because then stuff like this happens, right?
I do understand that, yeah.
Because if we found stuff in the car and nobody took accountability, all of you get the charge.
Yeah, I get that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to him really quick, and then we'll let you guys get out of here, okay? So just stand by for a minute. All right, man. Cool with Ben?
Yes.
All right. So you did give him your ID and all that already?
I gave him a picture of my ID because my ID's at the house.
Perfect. So I already told him, okay? Luckily, nothing was found in the vehicle. However, because of the situation today, and because of the things that you've said and what could happen and transpire, you guys technically could be arrested under federal charges for that UPS situation, okay? We're not taking action on that, but if he decides to inform the mail office and go that route, it's gonna be a jam up that you're not gonna want. Okay. So even if you're trying to do a stint or trying to joke around or bait, whatever you called it, I don't remember, but dressing up as UPS, going to someone's house. He did. I saw the Ring doorbell camera. He's wearing a UPS hat.
Okay.
And you asked him to sign for a package, dog.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, but it was just to show him like the irony of why that's bad.
If that's not dressing up, what is that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I told him, we'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that.
Next day, March 10th, Johnson reportedly calls police again. This time, police say he tells them a woman is standing near his front door taking photos. Officers respond. They find a vehicle parked nearby. Inside, Ben Schneider.
Hello. Can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. That's required by the court that we have. I wish we could just send them an email. I wish we could just send them a phone call, or the court could send it to them, but this is what we're required to do from the United States court. So we're just following the instructions of the government.
Have you guys been here before?
I have once. I came one time to have a good faith conversation with him before suing, which the government also requires us to have before.
So are you Benjamin Schneider?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just following basically the instructions of the government, and he keeps calling the cops on me to try to avoid getting in trouble for his crimes. So that's why he keeps calling. I think it's like the third time he's called the cops now on us because he thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it. But we're showing him like we're not gonna let him get away with his crime. So
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. Hi. I'm trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is real.
Okay. Did you get a case number or I can look up a name?
I do. When you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's 26. S is in Sierra. C is in Charlie. 06134.
Thank you. Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, do you know if it's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. A hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed by defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Then the officer returns.
He does not want the paper, so...
He's not one of the papers.
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
He wanted you trespassed, okay, so don't
But
come back.
she never even went on the property though.
Yeah, so who went on the property?
None of us did.
You guys, no one went on the property today?
No.
Okay, why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to report.
Okay. But he does want you trespassed, regardless. He doesn't need a reason as to why.
So how do we serve him then?
You gotta go through the court, man. You gotta...
We did go through the court and they said we have to serve him in person.
Okay.
So we had $200,000 worth of Legos in the store.
Okay.
And it's the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
Okay.
And basically the deal was we can put our Legos in his store. Once one gets sold, he keeps a small percentage of it, and then we get the rest.
Okay.
And then, well, that was with the previous owner. It's a complicated thing. It was with the previous owner. He's corporate. He comes down, takes over the store, because I'm taking everything in this. The owner's screaming at him, you can't kick me out of the store. All of these sets have not been paid for yet. He says, I don't care, I'm taking it anyways. Boom, he takes all the sets, sells them, keeps all the profit, which was supposed to go to us. And so we sued him actually, and we won. And they had to he shut the whole store down to avoid paying us.
Okay.
So now the only option left, we have to sue him personally because it's a personal thing he did. So now we're suing him personally, and he's doing everything he can to avoid accountability.
So according to the police report, there was also a sign, and it was placed on a public strip across from Johnson's house, and it reportedly showed Johnson holding money with the words, "I stole a dying man's life savings." Now, Ben reportedly admitted that he put it there. That is when the officer told him that he was kind of straddling the line here.
Obviously, this isn't working.
Yeah, no, it will work if we keep doing it, yeah.
No.
It always has worked for us before,
No.
so.
Right now, you're straddling the line of what we call stalking, okay?
Well, we're not stalking. We're here for, we're doing what the court told us to do.
Regardless if you're to serve papers, if you continue to have people going up to his door and onto his residence,
then we're
making
following
him
the
and
law,
his family feel unsafe, you are straddling that line of stalking.
Yeah, but what the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors. So I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe. A reasonable person would not feel unsafe in this situation.
What about his family members, kids? His wife, kids?
They should not feel unsafe. We're here for a legal business reason. If he feels unsafe because we're here serving papers, that's on him. That's what the law says, is that's on him, not us.
Okay. Well, him and his family are not feeling safe with
And
you
that's their
sitting
fault.
outside
That's
of your...
their fault.
Okay.
If they want to accept these papers, we won't sit here. That's their fault that they feel unsafe.
Regardless of if you're to serve papers or not, having multiple people that you just met come up here and try to serve papers
Well, I
for
can
you...
say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday.
I don't...
We had a 3-hour search in our car. that makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
Well, you're the one putting yourself in this position by sitting outside his house.
What's the alternative?
And putting up signs like that.
What's the alternative?
You can't be doing that.
Why not?
You cannot be putting up signs,
Why
AI
not?
photos of his face in
Why
front
not?
of his house with information like that.
Isn't that freedom of speech? Isn't
It's
that
called residential picketing.
It's
a Class B misdemeanor.
with his shirt on his pocket?
Okay, I'll just stand over here. Do you have any weapons or anything like that on you?
No.
Okay, just put your hands behind your back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now for stalking.
Really? This is my first time ever being arrested.
We're just following the laws. Is there a phone or anything you'd like to take with you?
Is that okay? Can I take a phone?
Okay, we'll collect it for you. It's not going to be on you.
No, we got it.
Alright, have you walk over here.
Oh, if you guys are arresting me, not Josh. That's kind of right.
30. Yeah. Widen your stance for me. Okay. Alright. Take a seat back here.
They're arresting me because this guy stole a bunch of Legos.
That's March 10th. Ben is apparently booked into jail, later released. Next day, March 11th, police say Johnson calls yet again. Now, there's a group of people reportedly hanging the same message on a neighbor's fence. Johnson's face, I stole a dying man's life savings. And one of them, they say, is on FaceTime with Ben Schneider.
Hi. What you guys up to?
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back to the family. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got her permission. She said we can film here, so we're just getting ready to film. We're going to get
the owner of the fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got her permission.
We're doing a huge GoFundMe and stuff.
Yeah.
We have permission from this house, that orange house.
Yeah, they said we were good to film there too. So we're just.
They said we're allowed all over on that property.
Areas. We're just trying to get this GoFundMe going. It's a legit GoFundMe.
What's it for? Sorry.
We're getting back this money for this family. Let me pull up the GoFundMe. It's a real GoFundMe. No, it's real.
Yeah, do you want to hold this up? Okay, cool.
Care if I hold it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who we face that?
Yeah, I didn't know
Okay, why'd you hang up so fast?
I don't. He hadn't been on the phone in forever.
That's not true. So.
But yeah, so here's the GoFundMe. We got $10, 28,000.
Oh, nice.
Can I express something, sir?
Sure.
So I know who Ben is. I know the situation. I know the situation with this guy, the YouTube, the Legos. I know all that.
Okay.
He was arrested for stalking. Okay.
Yeah.
You know that. He's paying you guys to be here. I know that.
No,
too.
he's not paying us.
He can't. And maybe it'd be better if he. Where is he at? I know he just left too.
I have no idea.
Okay.
The problem that we're running into is you guys are slowly becoming an accessory for stalking.
Yes.
And you guys can be arrested for that.
Okay.
And so we're kind of at the phase point where the people that are involved in this are getting upset.
Yeah.
We're here to keep the peace.
Okay.
We're here to make sure that nobody gets in trouble, nobody gets hurt, nobody gets arrested. But I don't think that this kind of stuff is going to help the situation.
Well, but if we get this off and get the drone shot of it, it's going to look good, and then we'll take it all down, and then we'll.
Getting the funds for the
That's how we're gonna because we can't, we're not gonna do the lawsuit anymore. We're just gonna do this GoFundMe.
Okay.
We've already got it started.
So
we have a huge social media following.
the other issue that we run into is it can run into some defamation stuff, or it can have some other ramifications that come with it. Because the gentleman that Officer Richardson is explaining has been arrested. He's not allowed to have contact with that party or indirect contact either.
Yeah.
So you guys are indirectly in contact with that party. So we don't want that to threshold.
Okay.
because that can mean you guys can get arrested as well.
I'm all for GoFundMe's. I'm all for support on it. Like what you guys are doing, none of my business. But you have to understand, we're not stupid either. I know you're FaceTiming Ben. I know he's having you do this, and cool. If that's what he's doing, then cool. But I guess this is, like he explained, you don't want to get caught up in this. Ben doesn't want to go to jail again. We don't want to arrest him again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's not what we want to do. Obviously, we have to do our job.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys are just doing your jobs.
What we want is not to take people to jail.
Absolutely.
We want Ben and his posse, whatever you guys call yourselves, Reckless Ben, whatever. We want you guys to be happy. We don't care. But we also have to look out for them.
But Ben apparently isn't there, and police didn't actually know where he went until, according to the incident report, they receive a tip. And a neighbor says that some YouTubers are apparently renting an Airbnb nearby. So officers go to check it out, and they see the black Chevy Malibu from the sign hanging. They apparently get surveillance footage, reportedly, allegedly showing Ben walking into the basement apartment. So they get a search warrant.
The doors are open. The windows are open.
Windows are open.
You ready?
On you.
Everybody step out.
Police department, search warrant.
Stand up and come outside. Right now. Let's go. Step outside. Step outside, everybody. Come on. Everybody step outside.
No.
Don't move. Don't move.
Right there. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
Nobody else is inside?
Are we all going to prison today? Just curious. Are we all like... Okay.
And then they bring in Ben for more questioning.
So I thought it was a funny plot point for the video to be like, okay, well, if we serve him, we go to jail, you know? So obviously we can't go through the civil way because they keep saying do it civilly. And obviously going civilly, suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe. I have a big following. I'm very confident if I made a GoFundMe, we would get him the $200,000 just from a GoFundMe. I'm very confident we would do that, but I have to like do something funny. So we were like, well, we found a house that we saw some people at the house yesterday. They were really like, oh my gosh, like they're arresting you just for like serving court papers. Like all the neighbors were like, it seemed like they were on our side, you know. So we talked to the neighbors about it, and they were like, yeah, let's do a GoFundMe here. He's like, I give you permission to put the sign up at my house, you know. It's freedom of speech. We're allowed to do that if it's their private property, you know. And so we're like, we'll just do like a little video where we're like, hey, like donate to this, and we have that sign hung up, you know. And then we're like, we're just gonna make like a short little video just for the GoFundMe, and then my friend gets arrested, and he's not even like, I just met him for this video. He showed up to this video. So I had a fake tier on my Patreon where it was like, if you pay me $3,000, it was like, it's a joke tier. A lot of things I do are satire. I guess you haven't found out by now, but I involve a lot of satire in like my work. And so a lot of big YouTubers that I think are terrible people, they always have like tiers where it's like, if you pay me $1,000, you can collab with me, which I think is so, it's like, why would you have someone pay to work for you? You know, I think that's so stupid. So I did the same thing jokingly on mine. I'm like, if you pay me $3,000, you can be in one of my videos. And I think the guy who got arrested today, he was like my biggest fan ever, you know? And so he was like, I'll pay that, you know. He's like, if I pay this, are you really going to do a video with me? I was like, no, it's a joke. Dude. Like, don't pay them. I'll just do a video with you. Like, who cares? Like, you don't have to pay anything. So I flew him out. And so that's how I met him, actually, was through that. And then what they said is he was being kind of a dick to the police, I guess, today, and that's why he got arrested. So I don't know if that's true. I don't really know him that well. Maybe he was, I guess. Maybe he's not being as cooperative as like the rest of us are. I mean, all these people are just random people that were in that Airbnb that you guys like swatted us for. Like those are all just random people. I just met all of them as of like a couple of days ago. So I'm really the mad. If anyone should get in trouble, it should be me. But not them.
Okay. So today's event was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that, or how did that all
come? So I wanted to video the GoFundMe because the whole thing is like, okay, if we do a video of this thing, I just know how the internet works. It's gonna raise the money for this family.
Right.
And before we could even shoot the video, the police just came and shut it down, and arrested like Sheldon. I don't know if he deserved to be. Maybe he was talking back. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either. Yeah, because I was afraid that if I go back, then they're gonna arrest. So I just stayed back out of it. I wasn't in it at all.
But the plan with everyone was to create this video.
It was just to create a video, yes,
for the
GoFundMe. And then get the. Because if I just say like, hey, this man stole his Legos, donate, no one's gonna care. You know, like you got to do something like kind of funny for it, you know. And, but the purpose wasn't to intimidate Josh. You know, it was like those neighbors seemed like they were like on our side. You know, and it was like, oh, like if we do it at the neighbor's house, like it'll go viral and.
Okay.
Yeah, but the purpose wasn't to intimidate Josh. It wasn't to like make him scared. I guess it was because I know that that's gonna go viral and that's gonna basically blow up and get. Like, that sign is a funny sign, you know, and, like, we have the freedom of speech to say that, you know, and it's true. It's not defamation. I mean, even if it is defamation, he has to get us in civil court, but it's not defamation. It is true. Like, that is what he did, and I have so much evidence to back it up in our documentary. And we have the freedom of speech for that person to put that up on their property, and I thought we were doing a good thing by getting this family their money back, you know, and, like, we're like, because the police said, hey, do not serve them court papers, which means basically the police told me, do not take this man to court or else he will get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution.
Gotcha.
And they book him again.
So our plan kind of moving forward is we're going to book you back into the jail, okay, for an additional stalking charge. So what that kind of looks like, you're booked in on a stalking for all this stuff that happened, whatever happened yesterday, right? I don't really know the full details of that, but you kind of explained it to me, but I don't know the details behind that. But we're looking at some different things that happened today, right? You had your little crew go back to the house today, post that picture thing in front of his house, and then also well, you're in the vicinity, right?
Yeah, but they didn't say I couldn't go back, though. They couldn't say I couldn't do that. Like, I wasn't warned that.
Right, but we're still doing these patterns of showing up at people's house, like near their house, posting these posters in front of their house. It still kind of meets that element. And a lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right? But I'm just kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt and explaining to you of kind of where we're at, rather than it's just like, hey, you're under arrest for stalking, and then you have questions like, well, what's going on, right? So I'm kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt of explaining things to you, right? And then the other thing was the creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
Well, in the concept of the stalking, right? You're blasting this guy that you were arrested for stalking yesterday, saying that he's all this stuff. It's, again, another element to the stalking. And then just the entire stuff that's leading up to this. Like,
but is that stalking or is it? I guess you're right. I just have to fight in court. I guess.
Yep.
And then if I fight in court, am I able to get like? I don't know. Like, I guess you wouldn't have that answer. Never mind.
Probably not. No.
Okay. Should I?
Yep.
Go back.
Yeah. Go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's he has cuffs for you.
So Ben was reportedly arrested twice. You got this one incident, allegedly stalking and targeting residential picketing. You got another one, another stalking charge, different days. And in a statement released by police, the American Fork Police Department addressed all of the growing online controversy surrounding this case because there seemed to be a lot of focus put on the police department and a lot of sympathy for Ben and the person who claims his Lego collection was stolen.
I understand that many people following this situation online have strong feelings regarding the underlying business dispute out of Oregon and allegations that individuals may have lost significant amounts of money. I recognize that people are frustrated, angry, and may feel that justice has not been served in relation to those allegations. Those concerns are understandable. Our responsibility in Utah was not to determine who was morally right or wrong in a business disagreement originating in another state. Our responsibility was to respond to conduct reported here in our community, evaluate the facts available to our officers at the time, and enforce Utah law as officers established probable cause that a crime had occurred. The fact that someone may believe they have been wronged financially does not exempt any individual from the laws governing harassment, trespassing, stalking, or other conduct within our jurisdiction. We remain committed to enforcing the law fairly, objectively, and transparently, regardless of who is involved or what narrative may exist.
But again, Ben says that the police version isn't the full story, and he responded to all of this. He points to the body cam footage from that traffic stop, claiming that there's actually footage that has been redacted.
Now, let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police, and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle.
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal of...
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go is all I really was gonna do.
So American Fork Police Department, if I'm your teacher, here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad.
Now here's where everything stands. So police apparently have not yet responded to Ben's claims. As of May 29th, 2026, the American Fork Police Department claims there are no active warrants for Ben Schneider out in Utah. The chief said they are not currently seeking him, but we'll keep a careful eye on this and see how it progresses since it's getting a lot of attention. That's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check us out on NBC's Peacock as well. If you want to follow me, X, Instagram, my News Nation show, Jesse Weber Live, Monday through Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern. See you next time, everybody.